Hello everyone, I am Tanesha Andralin from SMA Santo Paulus Pontianak, and I am here as the first speaker of the opposition team about the motion this House opposes awards and recognitions in artistic and or creative fields. So, awards are needed as a part of one's career sector, not only about art, okay, but all sectors. So why only awards and recognitions in creative fields being opposed? Is the government team trying to say that they did not need awards and recognitions while it's also they are actually doing the job? It's not fair. And also, the government team, I think, is being biased about their assumptions about awarding and recognitions auditions. Awardings and recognitions are needed to engage one's spirit in one's career, right? And also, awardings can be a way to get recognized by the audience as a media to show the artist towards the world. So what's wrong with the awardings and recognitions? Also, before I start my arguments, I would like to send some rebuttals toward the government team. First of all, I think they are being ridiculous with their bad impressions about awardings by saying that it is an unfair competition with racism happens in the competitions itself. Well, I don't think that is true because in fact the proportion of the populations in the industry are just the majority of them are just white people. So how are you going to say that racist? Well, it's actually a fact that they are indeed the majority. But all genres also have their own majority. Like for example, the K-pop industry majority of the artists there are Korean people. Where, for example, the rap genres music are the majority of the artists there is just dark-skinned people, while the other sectors, many sectors indeed being dominated by white people. But you can't say that racist because it's just a fact. And I definitely did not agree about art is being subjective. I mean, one's art tastes are indeed subjective, but the art itself is objective. For example, when the audience hear that, oh, the music is good and so on, but actually it is off the standardizations, then that means that it's just the subjective of the music from the audience, from their fans. Well, actually, art is also required skills, so it is indeed objective. And art is also part of entertainment industry, and the purpose is to entertain people. So what? So if they did not follow the audience wants, then what's the point of being artists? And also, when the government team said that not getting awards or winning the competitions will make the artists feel worthless, well, I don't think that is right because without awardings, it's just letting the audience to vote or to rate the art without expert to judge, right? Without experts to assess the art, and it's not fair because audience have subjective taste and no skills to judge. And also, when they did not win the competitions or the tournament, that can be the inspiration or the motivation for them to become better in the next competition season or so on. So it definitely not because when they did not win the awards or the competitions, it's definitely not because of racism or anything. Just about the racism stuff, it's just because the proportion of the population working in the industry. And also, I would like to go on to my arguments about awards can be as a media to celebrate their achievements in one's career industry, because as I said earlier, artist is also a job, and all jobs needs recognitions. And awards is one of the way to recognize their hard work, because by abolishing awards is just not fair, because so many people work so hard to achieve it. Awardings and recognitions are the proof of artists' hard work. Some might even need like countless years just to achieve it. So why are we trying to abolish something that have something to do with someone's hard work? And also, awardings is one of the ways for art to become objective. As I said earlier, awardings require experts to see the value of the art itself, and that is why those standards set by the experts can be the way for the arts to become objective, because even though the fans like the music but it's off standard, then what's the point? Also, my second argument is that those awards can be motivation for new artists and as inspiration to become better if they actually lost in the competition, like as I said earlier in the rebuttals, right? So many people or many artists around the world are chasing towards these awards. So this competitive situation can drive them to become better in the industry, because they did not actually work for the award, but actually because they just love their arts. They want the audience to feel the same thing, or they want to be with the fans who also have the same taste. And what's wrong with awardings then? Because this can actually drive them to become better, and if they lost and get criticized by the audience, then I think it's fine, because criticize can help you to become better. It's just normal thing, especially if you work in the entertainment industry. And those awards is one of the way to show the artists towards the world, as I said earlier, because I believe that many audience can finally recognize them from the awards events. Like you can recognize some actors, some movies and actors because of Oscars and so on, and you can recognize singers and the good ones from Grammy, for example. So that is why I think awardings and recognitions are very important in one's career in the entertainment sector. And that's all from me. Thank you very much.